Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Tuesday evening and Monday evening, and time to begin our planning commission for December. First item will be the invocation given by Commissioner Doggett, and next will be the flag salute given by Commissioner Beaver. Would everybody please stand?
Father, thank you for the opportunity to gather here today in service of our community. We thank you for the ability to be involved in useful work and related responsibilities. Grant us wisdom to make decisions that benefit our community. Guide us in our efforts as well as that of our local and national leaders. We ask these things in your name. Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Call the roll, please.
Larry Taylor,
Here.
Bob Doggett,
Here.
Robert Davis,
Here.
Erlene Smallstraw,
Here.
Terry Beaver,
Here.
Item 1 is the approval of the minutes of the November 19th meeting.
Move to approve the minutes.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the minutes. Is there any discussion? Corrections? Call the roll, please.
Bob Doggett,
Yes.
Larry Taylor,
Yes.
Erlene Smallstraw,
Yes.
Robert Davis,
Yes.
Terry Beaver.
Yes.
Item 2 is the visitors section. If there's anyone here that would like to address the council that's not an agended item, would they step forward, please? We have one young man from the high school. Would you come up and introduce yourself? Glad to have you with us tonight.
Hello, my name's Daniel Sturman from the Yukon High School, and I came to a business meeting. We have to do it every 9 weeks for a grade, and we have to basically come here and sit down, observe, and describe what goes on.
What class is that?
It's for leadership.
Leadership class?
Yes.
Well, we're glad to have you, young man.
All right, thank you.
Item 3 is our first item tonight. I want to ask the attorney to read the item. Mr. Attorney, they generally write these and they get paid by the word, so
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
I don't really mean that.
Item 3, to hear a request by Landmark Acquisition LLC, doing business as Stellar Outdoor Media, for a variance of Yukon's Code Section 94-11A, standards for billboards and similar non-accessory type signs for conditional use permit, for a billboard to be located in a C5 automotive and commercial recreation district, being a part of the northeast quarter of Section 30, Township 12 North, Range 5 West of the Indian Meridian, Canadian County, Oklahoma, more particularly described as follows: beginning at a point 467 feet north, 89 degrees, 36 minutes, 32 seconds east, from the northwest corner of said northeast 4th, thence south 0 degrees, 3 minutes, 35 seconds east, and parallel to the west line thereof, a distance of 819.21 feet, to a point on the north right-of-way line of Interstate 40, thence southeasterly along said north right-of-way line on a curve to the right, having a radius of 43146.84 feet, a distance of 234.82 feet, having a chord length and bearing of 234.82 feet south, 89 degrees, 57 minutes, 27 seconds east, thence south, 70 degrees, 57 minutes, 43 seconds east, a distance of 179.24 feet, thence along a curve to the right, having a radius of 43181.84 feet, a distance of 366.83 feet, having a chord length and bearing of 366.83 feet south, 89 degrees, 19 minutes.
59 degrees.
Oh, I'm sorry, 59 degrees, 19 minutes, 29 seconds east, thence north, 0 degrees, 15 minutes, 13 seconds west, and parallel to the east line of said northeast fourth, a distance of 825.61 feet, then south, 89 degrees, 39 minutes, 36 minutes, 32 seconds west, and parallel to the north line thereof, a distance of 361.50 feet, thence north, 0 degrees, 15 minutes, 13 seconds west, and parallel to the east line of said northeast fourth, a distance of 361.50 feet, to a point on the north line of said northeast fourth, then south 89 degrees, 36 minutes, 32 seconds west, along said north line, a distance of 322.31 feet, to the point or place of beginning located at 1501 West I-40, Yukon, Oklahoma.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And young man, there will be a test on this tomorrow?
Just tell them behind Walmart.
Yeah. Easy way to say is behind Walmart next to I-40. Okay. Is there someone here to speak to this item?
I'm John Watkins of Stellar Outdoor Media. What we're requesting is a conditional use permit to build a billboard in a C5 zone because the city ordinance states that for a billboard to be constructed, you have to have a conditional use permit. There is an old existing wooden sign there now that will be coming down. And that is requirements of the state, the Department of Transportation. We already have our state permits for the location, and that structure and one immediately west of it, about 800 feet, will be removed as well.
Is this for, do you sell advertising or is it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're a regular billboard company that sell advertising to whomever wishes to buy one from us.
And as I understand it, it's a little higher than our ordinances
sir.
permit.
It is. The ordinance states that it can be 35 feet above road grade, and we're requesting to have a 50-foot overall sign from ground level, which would have the structure somewhere around 57 or 58 feet from the road grade. The overpass that is coming over, I believe it's Garth Brooks Boulevard, is actually higher than the location of the sign now. So we're requesting that we raise the sign up to where it can be viewed as you're coming up the overpass.
And also, on our notes here, it said it's an LED sign, so how do we know it's not gonna be offensive to oncoming traffic?
The board is equipped with automatic dimmers and things, so at night it actually dims itself down. You know, there are studies and things that have been done to prove, you know, that it's not any more distracting than just a regular static billboard face. There's nothing, with the exception of the lighting from the inside of the billboard, there's actually nothing different about that than what there is a static billboard, just guys changing it out every few seconds.
Any questions from the commissioners?
The conditional use permit is for 1 year. The request is what, renewed annually?
That's correct. Usually you can put conditions upon it, or if there's an issue, you can always call it back to review it, such as if the photo dimming device on it fails, but I think the fail on this, it shuts down if it fails.
It does.
In the, so.
Okay.
If there's no other questions, I would entertain a motion.
I'd like to make a motion, Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
In the case of the application for a conditional use permit submitted by Landmark Acquisition, LLC, DBA Stellar Outdoor Media, We've read the staff report and received testimony at the public hearing. We find ourselves in agreement with staff findings, including all attachments cited in the staff reports. I move this item be recommended for approval to the city council with the following conditions. 1, approval of the conditional use permit is for a period of 1 year. 2, prior to issuance of a sign permit, evidence should be submitted to staff that demonstrates that the light intensity of the sign will not be a distraction for passing motorists. And 3, the variance for billboard height is approved.
Is there a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion, questions? Call the roll, please.
Larry Taylor,
Yes.
Robert Davis,
Yes.
Earlene,
Yes.
Terry Beaver,
Yes.
Bob Doggett.
Yes.
And item 2, Mr. Attorney, you recovered enough to read that one?
Item number 4, to hear a request by Landmark Acquisition LLC, DBA Stellar Outdoor Media for a variance of Yukon Code Section 94-11A, standards for billboards and similar non-accessory type signs, for a conditional use permit for a billboard to be located in an I-1 light industrial district, being a part of the northeast quarter of Section 30, Township 12 North, Range 5 west of the Indian Meridian, Canadian County, Oklahoma, more particularly described as follows. Beginning at a point on the north line of said section, a distance of 65 feet north, 89 degrees, 36 minutes, 32 seconds east of the northwest corner of said northeast quarter, thence south 0 degrees, 3 minutes, 35 seconds east, and parallel to the west line of said northeast quarter, a distance of 588.10 feet, to a point on the north right-of-way line of Interstate 40, thence south 60 degrees, 38 minutes, 37 seconds east, along the north right-of-way line of Interstate 40, a distance of 62.99 feet, thence along said right-of-way on a curve to the right, having a radius of 43,146.84 feet, a distance of 399.54 feet, thence north 0 degrees, 3 minutes 35 seconds west, parallel to the west line of said northeast quarter, a distance of 819.21 feet, to a point on the north line of said northeast quarter, thence south 89 degrees, 36 minutes, 32 seconds west, along the north line of the northeast quarter, a distance of 402 feet, to the point of beginning located at 1649 West I-40, Yukon, Oklahoma.
I assume this is a similar billboard.
Yes, sir. It'll be 1,200 feet west in Coughlin Equipment's yard, just on the east side of the city of Yukon.
You've already secured the right of way and everything.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the same conditions and recommendations that the staff has, that you provide evidence to them that the will not be a distraction.
Yes, sir.
And it'd be for 1 year. And it is in, there's nothing out there other than, I mean, it's almost vacant land out there.
Correct.
Right. So it wouldn't be bothering any homes or anything like that. Do we have any questions from the commissioners?
This is gonna be a digital also on one sign.
We'd like to permit it for a digital for future use. The plans right now are not to make that particular board a digital one way or the other.
Any other questions? I'll entertain a motion. Someone care to read it?
In the case of application for a conditional use permit submitted by Landmark Acquisitions, LLC DBA, Stellar Outdoor Media, we have read the staff report and received testimony at the public hearing. We find ourselves in agreement with the staff. findings, including all attachments cited in the staff reports. I move that this item be recommended for approval. City Council with the following conditions. Approval of the conditional use permit for a period of 1 year. Prior to the issuance of the sign permit, evidence should be submitted to staff that demonstrates that light intensity of the light will not be distracting for passing motorists. A variance for a billboard within the I-1 zone and its height be approved.
Is there a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Call the roll, please.
Robert Davis,
Here? Yes.
Early,
Yes.
Terry Weaver,
Yes.
Bob Martin,
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate you investing in our community. Item 5. To hear a request by Richardson Homes for a curb cut, being Lot 29, Block 1, Stone Mill Addition, Phase 1, located at 501 Stone Mill Boulevard. Is anyone here? Mitchell, you want to tell us about this?
Yes, the owner of this property is expanding their house. They're going to enclose their current garage, is my understanding, and construct a new one and move the driveway farther to the north, if I remember right. When they do that, their driveway would be 35 feet wide with 5-foot returns. So it would be wider than a normal driveway than we have in town, is what they're requesting.
And so their new garage is going to be towards the back of their house?
Yes, towards the north, if I remember right.
Okay. And we don't, staff doesn't have a problem with any of the requirements that will be needed for this? Cement wise, curb cut?
Of course, they need to have their permits and stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I assume they've been in to talk to you about
They've had the
this.
permits for the house, but they did not get the permit for the curb cut.
Okay, this house has not been built yet, or has it?
The house has been built, but for the remodel, they're going ahead and going with it. But they were trying to leave as much of that concrete as they could.
Okay.
If they didn't get the conditional use or the driveway curb cut permit, they're going to have to remove it, and they know that.
Okay. Any questions from the commissioners?
Do I understand this right? The existing driveway will be removed?
No, well, it'd be a total of 35 feet with 5-foot returns
Just
when they
be
move it.
extended?
But if they don't, then they're going to have to remove more of that drive than what they would like.
If whenever someone wants to remove a driveway, I guess they've got to put the curb back up.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Per city requirements.
Any further questions? Anyone care to read the motion?
In the case of the application for a second driveway cut for Lot 29, Block 1 of the final plat of Stone Mill Addition, Phase 1, submitted by Richardson's Homes, we have read the staff report and received testimony at the public hearing. We find ourselves in agreement with the staff findings, including all legal descriptions cited in the staff report. I move this item be approved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? Call the roll, please.
Bob Doggett,
Yes.
Robert Davis,
Yes.
Larry Taylor,
Yes.
Early,
Yes.
Terry Weaver.
Yes.
Any new business tonight?
No, sir, we have no new business.
Okay. Do we have anything from our city planner or city attorney? Thank you for doing that. for us
Thank you, sir.
tonight. Just like to say a big thank you to the city employees that put up all the Christmas lights, and it's bringing in a tremendous amount of traffic into our town. It's, people here maybe get a little tired of it, but the merchants love it. And it's a wonderful, wonderful draw for our city, and people will continue to come here because of it. Beautiful. They've done an outstanding job. Any other discussion from anyone?
Thursday evening?
Thursday evening is the Oklahoma City Philharmonic will be here to do their Christmas program that they do downtown. It's very, very similar, very little change in it, and only thing is you get to pay $5 to come see it here, whereas downtown you have to pay 35 or $40 plus drive down there. Find parking. I encourage everyone to keep their money in Yukon. Half of the money goes to the school system, and this year I believe it goes to project graduation. And next year, on the alternate years, it goes to the Yukon Foundation, which provides grants for teachers to expand their curriculum. And the other half of it goes towards to help pay for it. So generally, we have a pretty full crowd at the auditorium. Auditorium holds about 3,300 people, so get your tickets at various locations around town. Is there still tickets?
All Y&B locations.
Okay, all the YMB locations, I believe at the library and City Hall possibly. I'm not sure wherever all the ticket places are, but it's well worth your time to come see it. It's an outstanding show. If nothing further, I'd like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and hope you all stay safe. And our next meeting will be January 14th, 2013. Thank you. Meeting adjourned.